Video game movies have gotten a lot better in recent years, and given how Sonic the Hedgehog 2 ended, it was almost a given that this wasn't the last we'd seen of the iconic blue blur. Since he has been living on Earth with Tom and Maddie, Sonic has been attempting to become a hero, but his actions are frequently impulsive and cause more harm. Dr. Robotnik, Sonic's nemesis, manages to find a way back to Earth with the help of Knuckles, the Echidna, who wants to kill Sonic after his tribe all died by going after him, and Master Emerald, a fox named Tails whose double tails can be used to help him fly, joins Sonic in his new quest. Robotnik and Knuckles steal the compass that Sonic and Tails are trying to get in order to use it to find the emerald. As the bad guys find the emerald, the two are assisted by Tom and Maddie. Robotnik, however, betrays Knuckles and absorbs the energy of the emerald, giving him an incredible amount of power that he uses to construct a massive Eggman robot to pursue Sonic and his friends. To battle Robotnik, Knuckles teams up with Sonic and Tails. Knuckles punches the emerald out of him, and Sonic transforms into supersonic using the energy from the emeralds, which enables him to destroy the robot and once again defeat Robotnik. Sonic accepts the offer to protect the emerald with his new friends after Tom and Maddie also take in Tails and Knuckles. Agents claim that Robotnik is deceased and that a 50-year-old experiment has been discovered. It's fully disclosed that Shadow the Hedgehog is awake and could pose a new threat to Sonic. The domestic box office recovery, particularly for family films, received a major boost earlier this year when Sonic the Hedgehog 2 debuted with a massive $72.1 million. The film went on to gross more than $401 million at the global box office, a sizable sum considering the recovery was just getting underway. One of the few movies from the COVID-19 era to debut before its predecessor was Sonic 2. Other acclaim includes beating the original Sonic to become the biggest launch ever for a video game adaptation and becoming Paramount's biggest 3-day opening since 2014. With Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic the Hedgehog will have yet another opportunity to compete with a significant box office draw. The release date for the third Sonic the Hedgehog movie has been announced. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles will make a grand comeback in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is presumably slated for December 20th, 2024. The series is staying true to its 2-year release cycle, even though this third installment switches from the springtime release dates of the first two to a winter holiday primetime. This is a sign of confidence from the film company Paramount, which was thrilled with Sonic 2's success. The sequel, which debuted in April 2022, outperformed its predecessor to become the most popular video game movie ever. Undoubtedly, Paramount is hoping that the third time will be the charm for the holiday family market. Although the cast for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 has not yet been officially confirmed, we can still make some educated guesses. It goes without saying that Ben Schwartz will return as Sonic, and he'll probably be joined once again by Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails and Idris Elba as Knuckles. But without Dr. Robotnik, what is Sonic? Sonic 2's conclusion gave Eggman a somewhat questionable ending. Although a body couldn't be found, it's very clear that Dr. Robotnik is presumed dead. This is probably Paramount's strategy for maintaining the possibility of Robotnik returning to the opening. Robotnik might not come back to life in the movies if Carrey does decide to stop acting, but since the movies have an open ending, anything could happen. Before we go any further, we wanted to let you know that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Toby Asher and Neil H. Moritz, the producers of Sonic, have stated that they wouldn't even try to recast the part. They clarified that Jim Carrey will always be a part of the Sonic family and will have a role in these films and TV shows for as long as he wants to continue appearing in them. As for the other human characters, anticipate seeing James Marsden and Tika Sumpter once more as Sonic's parents, Tom and Maddie Wachowski, Lee Majdoub as Agent Stone, Robotnik's patient employee, and Adam Pally as Wade Whipple, the deputy sheriff for Green Hills. Since Gunn might play a big role in the third movie with Shadow's appearance, Tom Butler as Commander Walters might return, along with Natasha Rothwell as Maddie's older sister Rachel and Shemar Moore as her fiancé Randall. After Shadow's appearance was hinted at in the credit scene, it's unknown who will voice him in the third film. In the series, the character is currently voiced by Kirk Thornton, but we anticipate that for Shadow's big screen debut, a new actor will take on the part. Longtime Sonic the Hedgehog fans will enjoy the credit scene for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which teases the appearance of a famous character in the third installment. In the follow-up, Sonic and Tails band together to prevent Dr. Robotnik's most recent evil scheme, which is being carried out with the assistance of Knuckles, who holds a grudge towards Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog 2's credit scene reveals that our favorite Speedy Hedgehog faces an even greater challenge than in the first film, which serves as a tease for the appearance of Tails. The credit scene begins at an unspecified time after Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles work together to defeat Robotnik and his Death Egg robot. We catch up with the Guardian units of nations as they finish up the scene's minor destruction. Commander Walters is informed that Dr. Robotnik has not been seen since the conflict. We're confident that Agent Stone assisted his BFF in escaping the scene because we catch him moving around undercover as a gun agent. The commander is informed that while removing Robotnik from the gun database, they discovered coordinates from 50 years ago that led to a top-secret black site research facility. This is the most thrilling part of the scene. After cutting to Prison Island and spotting none other than Shadow the Hedgehog opening his eyes, we learn that something called Project Shadow is contained there. The scene then comes to an end. The fact that Shadow appears in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 credit scene indicates that the movie series is skipping ahead in the Sonic timeline to introduce him. However, we anticipate that the third film will remain largely true to Shadow's introduction in the video games and will at least initially have him collaborate with Dr. Robotnik. Of course, that assumes Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik comeback. Although Dr. Robotnik might not make an appearance in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the threequel might deal with the fallout from his actions in order to continue the trilogy's overall plot. This was already established in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 mid-credit scene, which explained how gun agents found the location of a shadow-containing secret lab in a database about Dr. Robotnik. The scene also revealed that Agent Stone, Dr. Robotnik's devoted assistant, had survived Sonic 2's final battle and assumed the identity of a gun agent. It would make sense for Agent Stone to use Sonic's quill to empower Metal Sonic and take revenge on the Hedgehog, since Metal Sonic was one of Dr. Robotnik's greatest creations. By doing so, Metal Sonic would not only contribute to Dr. Robotnik's legacy, but also in a symbolic sense, fulfill his desire to possess Sonic's abilities. Shadow the Hedgehog, one of Sonic's most formidable foes and a complex character, seems like the obvious choice and will probably be the main conflict in Sonic 3. But Shadow frequently turns good and joins Sonic at the conclusion of video games, indicating that he'll do the same in Sonic 3. Metal Sonic, on the other hand, is only interested in killing Sonic to demonstrate his superiority over him. Because of this, you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. But yeah, he did previously require entire teams of heroes to defeat him, making him one of Sonic's most difficult foes. In a perfect Sonic the Hedgehog 3 twist, if Shadow does ultimately turn good, he might team up with the heroes to battle Metal Sonic. See you in the next video.